tonight, the FBI returning to the North Harris County home of Shamsud-Din Jabbar.
Your Sky 2 was overhead as a truck towed away a car on that property at 2:10 p.m. We sent out an alert on our Click2Houston.com app about the car. You can download the free Click2Houston app to receive alerts for your smartphone by downloading the QR code that you see right there on your screen. Our Robert Arnold is live outside the home with what he's learned in the past hour. Robert.
We've gotten a lot of new information from the FBI that just came in about 15 minutes ago. This update, I'm going to put on my glasses to read. Pardon me as I look down because it just came in. FBI officials say that they have finished gathering all evidence along Bourbon Street and at the home Jabbar was renting on Mandeville Street in New Orleans. The FBI says that it has learned, along with the ATF, that Jabbar did set fire in that house on Mandeville Street. They said that he set a fire and he put accelerants in different rooms. His plan was to burn down that whole house to cover up what he was doing. However, the fire put itself out before it spread to the other rooms. It was smoldering when the fire department arrived. That gave firefighters the chance to fully extinguish the fire, which in turn gave FBI agents the chance to collect a lot of evidence, which they say was a lot of bomb-making precursors found in that Mandeville Street house, along with what appears to be a homemade silencer for a rifle. The FBI officials also say that they found similar bomb-making precursors in this house here in Northwest Harris County. They did not say why they returned to this home for a second time today, but as you saw, they did tow a car from this location. The license plate on that car comes back to Jabbar's mother, who lives in the Beaumont area. My colleague Gage Goulding stopped by that house on his way back from New Orleans, but there was no answer at that home. The FBI is still trying to figure out at what point in Jabbar's life he made this turn towards violence. One of the things that NBC News has also learned is the chemical compound used in the improvised explosive devices found in the French Quarter was a compound they had not seen used in a terror attack before. They weren't specific as to what type of compound it was, but they say they're now trying to figure out how Jabbar found out about this compound and more specifically how he got the materials needed to make this compound. They also say that those two IEDs did appear functional, but they're not sure why they weren't detonated. That's also part of this investigation. What we've been learning from the neighbors who live in this area is that Jabbar was a guy who kept largely to himself. We spoke to people who've lived here 2, 3, 4 years. They saw the guy, but he said he never really interacted with anybody. He wasn't standoffish. If you said hi, he'd say hi back, and most of the interactions they came from talking to him when he went to the mailbox or was taking out the trash.
My dad did. He was seeing him before there by the thing where by the mail, but he never spoke to him or anything like that.
Never got any kind of an impression of what kind of a guy he was?
No, and he seems like he's a normal guy. That's what my dad said.
Just like walking like these, face down, and asking, "Hey, hi, good morning, how you doing?" And never tell me something about it.
So he just never just kind of kept to himself, real quiet guy?
Very quiet guy.
I also talked to one of the families who actually lives on the other side of that gate on one of the houses that's right next to where Jabbar was living as well. He didn't want to go on camera, saying it's been a nightmare for his family. They are just exhausted from all the global attention that's been focused on this neighborhood since that terror attack in New Orleans. He said, though, yeah, he saw Jabbar. He would say hi back, but that's it. They had no other interaction, and that was it. He had no idea anything like this was happening literally right next door to their homes. Reporting live from Northwest Harris County, Robert Arnold, KPRC 2 News.